Every transfer window delivers its fair share of drama, inflated fees, unexpected hijacks, and the relentless arms race between Europe's elite clubs. But occasionally, a name emerges that captures the attention of every top side on the continent, a talent so prodigious that the scramble to secure his signature becomes one of the sport's most watched sagas. Florian Wirtz is that player this summer. The 22-year-old German playmaker has been a driving force behind Bayer Leverkusen's resurgence under Xabi Alonso, blending creativity, intelligence, and maturity far beyond his years. It's no surprise then that Wirtz has found himself at the centre of a tug-of-war involving some of Europe's biggest names. With a staggering price tag and a reputation growing by the week, the battle for his services has already begun behind the scenes. But in a race that many assumed would be dominated by familiar financial powerhouses, an unexpected shift may have just given Liverpool the upper hand. As the Reds look to reshape their midfield for the next era, a rare window of opportunity could be opening, one that seemed unlikely just weeks ago. The question now is, can they seize it, and what could it mean for the future of the club? We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are champions again. To mark this historic 20th League title, we've just launched our exclusive Champions collection of t-shirts. Celebrate in style and show your pride with official gear made for real Reds. Head over to copiclothing.com or just click the link in the description and grab yours while stocks last. But first, Liverpool are not alone in their pursuit of Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkez, which may explain continued reports of interest in an alternative option. Kerkez is widely reported to be Liverpool's priority target for the left-back position this summer, with a number of claims on Monday that talks were advancing. The Hungarian is said to be eager to join the Reds, and negotiations are ongoing over both personal terms and a transfer fee expected to be in the region of £45 million. However, Liverpool are yet to submit a formal offer to Bournemouth, according to the iPaper's Mark Douglas, who reports that Man City are also in the running. Douglas writes that Liverpool have long been considered the frontrunners, but Man City are now viewed as genuine rivals for his signature. It is maintained that, due to the level of interest, Bournemouth expect their valuation to be met, which may be the motivation for this latest update. With Liverpool and Bournemouth clearly locked in talks over the fee to be paid, which is less of a formality than with Jeremy Frimpong, with no release clause in Kerkez's deal, reports of rival interest would work in the selling club's favour. That is not to say Man City are not genuinely interested, but with the player either close to agreeing or having already agreed personal terms with Liverpool, the likelihood is that Douglas's report is more so part of the dance. If Liverpool were given a clear run at Kerkez, they would be in a stronger position when it came to talking Bournemouth's valuation down. This is also likely where repeated links with Ajax's Jorel Hato come in, with the Times' Paul Joyce and the Athletic's James Pearce among those to bring up Liverpool's interest this week. Pearce writes that it remains to be seen if they are willing to meet Bournemouth's £45 million valuation for Kerkez, before noting that Hato is another attractive option. Hato, a 19-year-old Netherlands international who can play both left-back and centre-back, was first linked earlier this year, having attended Anfield to watch the 4-1 thrashing of Ipswich in January. It was claimed at the time that the teenager was simply on Merseyside to watch friend Ryan Gravenberch in action, though that was always unlikely to be the sole reason. Liverpool can still be expected to sign Kerkez at this stage, regardless of any interest from Man City, but it seems as though Richard Hughes is making clear to his former club that he will not be pressured into overpaying. Now, in a huge boost in the pursuit for Florian Wirtz, if Liverpool are to sign Florian Wirtz this summer, the German will cost them a club record fee. Bayer Leverkusen are reportedly set to demand £126 million for the highly sought-after midfielder, with such a total smashing the potential £85 million the Reds committed to spending on Darwin Núñez when bringing in the Uruguayan from Benfica in the summer of 2022. The finances involved in any deal have seen Man City cool their long-standing interest in Wirtz. BBC Sport reported earlier this week that they had been put off by the soaring costs of any deal. It had been suggested that any deal to sign the 22-year-old could potentially reach as much as €300 million inclusive of transfer fees and wages. That has seemingly not put off Liverpool after Anfield bosses made contact with Wirtz's representatives to confirm their interest. Bild's head of sport, Christian Falk, has since reported that the Reds are accelerating their interest in the 22-year-old. While Man City have withdrawn from the race, Liverpool would still have to go head-to-head with Bayern Munich to land Wirtz's signature, and they do so having expected the playmaker to remain in Germany by joining the Bavarians or staying put at Leverkusen. Bayern would have to beat their own current transfer record of €100 million when signing Harry Kane from Spurs in the summer of 2023 if they were to successfully lure Wirtz to the club, but they would also have to contend with reluctant sellers. While Leverkusen have been resigned to selling star players in the past, they have managed to avoid selling to Bayern Munich for over 20 years. In other news, Ibrahima Konate's contract is the next big talking point for Liverpool, and reports from France maintain the club are confident but that the ball is in their court. Konate is one of 3 current Liverpool players who are out of contract in 2026, along with Andy Robertson and Koeman Kelleher, and thus talks have been held. There has yet to be a breakthrough, however, and that has resulted in links to Real Madrid, who, as we know, favour signing free agents. Real Madrid have since signed Bournemouth's Dean Huijsen, which could be good news for Liverpool, as a pathway at the Bernabeu is not as straightforward as it was previously. French outlet L'Equipe have now underlined a new deal for Konate is the club's priority, with an offer last year already rebuffed by the centre-back's representatives. The report further states that sporting director Richard Hughes will resume talks with Konate's agent in the next fortnight, with hopes of finalising a deal before the end of the summer. Wages are described as the main focus during discussions, and while the club rewarded Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, they are unlikely to be as flexible for their number 5. It will be a case of finding middle ground, with L'Equipe adding that Konate's representatives are calm, but that the ball is in the club's court to strike the right agreement. Konate is thought to be seeking a significant increase on his current wage of £80,000 a week, with the Times reporting last month that his agent is pushing for £200,000 a week. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.